Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Stories, where we have just reached Gildegarin. We've gotten some new duds, and we've got us a mission to kill a Royal Ludroth. Which, by the way, will always use a technical attack after a water attack. Always. It's going to be on the test later. So, can we find some nests here yet? Because, oh boy, yep, we can. There's some good stuff available here. Like, we may or may not have been able to actually get Pekos in the last area, but we can definitely get them here. Among other things. So we're just gonna plow right on through here. We can also get Apsaros here, but we can also get some stuff that otherwise wouldn't be gettable until we reach the desert, which admittedly isn't going to be too long from now. But still, we could get a Diablos, and that's good. Diabloses are very good, and they can actually carry you through most of the game. Black Diabloses are arguably better if and only if you get rid of one of their genes that gives them a move that, sure, it does high damage to multiple targets, but it knocks them down, and they love to use it. So that's an Apsaros egg. But I'm going to keep gathering until I get either something I like or there are no eggs left. And we're looking for something smellier. But it looks like we've got an Apsaros. That's fine. It's not an Aptonoth. It's a different Apta thing, except it's an Apsa thing. It's an app thing. One that we didn't already have, so it's going to go towards our Monstipedia and give us free stuff for having gotten it. And there's another den. And there's a catavan stand over there. So I'm pretty sure there actually is a point coming up, well, actually not coming up, in this overworld area where we need to have both swim and rockbreaker. So I might need to grab the Kutku before making a certain swim, but that will have to wait. We should fight an Alteroth just to get it in our monster list. So, looks like she's got the one on the left. We'll take the one on the right. Plenty of free carpenter bugs. That's not bad. Though we need thunderbugs. And we need them something fierce. I don't recall when we're first able to get thunderbugs. But it can't be too long from now. Ooh, we can get pelagisite now. Its attacks may be powerful, but if it doesn't use them, it doesn't matter. And since we've upgraded this greatsword, it's going to be pretty good for a while yet. It's not to say it's going to be perfect, but Smelly Nersilla. probably should have taken it, considering this is a common spot. Yep, should have taken the Narcilla. My greed done did me in and stuck me with another Apsaros. So let's activate this catavan stand. And then we'll also grab that chest. I don't think they'll let us into the jungle yet. But just in case, I'm going to actually give it a shot. Nope. They won't let us in yet. Rare den. We are definitely going for that. Also, in one of these trees, I believe there's a poog that we can't get without Rock Smash. Okay, so this is a desert-style den, which means this is a den where we could get a Diablos. I would have taken the right arm if we had a monster that could dig, but we don't. Once we get a Diablos, however, then we'll have such a monster. So here we can actually swim across. And I do believe I'm going to because there are some sparklies on the water's surface. I'll take Pelagisite ore. Thought I saw another sparkly, but I guess I didn't. Must have been the ripples from that fishing spot. Alrighty. Let's see what lovely sort of egg we might be able to get here. Ooh, that is a sleepy regular Rathian. That is actually something that we want to wake up. Because again, worst case scenario, we run from her. Best case scenario, we kill her and steal her parts. But unfortunately, we've gathered all the gatherables, so it's up to the eggs whether or not she wakes up. Okay, that is a Cephadrome. We do not want a Cephadrome. Cephadrome is bad. That's a heavy and smelly Narcilla. Interesting, but not what we want. Okay, that's probably a Pekko. And it's smelly for sure, but we're still going to keep trying. We might be able to get a Rathian out of this. Thankfully, regular Rathians do not do all the counterattacking that pink Rathians do. So we've actually got a pretty good shot at bringing this one down. Okay, she is going to be using a fire breath of her own, so let's do this. Right, it's power that you use after speed for the combo. Thankfully, her spread fire breath is not that potent. Well, let's just use tech again. And then we can use speed. Ooh. Our first air showdown. Another easy one to win. Of course, they're all easy to win. Yeah, let's hop on. Okay, so let's use tech. There we go. Rathians are speed typed, So tech will usually win. Okay, she's using some kind of ability, so let's use an ability of our own. There we go. Rathian parts get. And we got a plate. Not that that really matters too much in this game. The rare parts aren't all that rare. Well, let's keep grabbing eggs. Don't want a cephadrome. Do I really want to bring home another Nerscylla? It is smelly for sure and quite heavy, but no, we'll be replacing any good Nerscylla with a better Tigrex before too long. There's what we want. That's a flying wyvern right there. And judging by the coloration, it might just be a Diablos. And if it is a Diablos, it's exactly what we were wanting here. Yeah, we also want to get a lot more Rathian parts because the Rathian SNS is good. Like, really good. Like, the only weapon in the entire game that can cause noxious poison is good. Hey, look, it's a Slagtoth. Hang on. Anything interesting over here? There's a bug spot. Thunderbug, maybe? Nope. Well, we haven't fought a Slagtoth before, so let's do it. So it looks like she's going for the one on the right. Shouldn't have done that, Slagtoth. You could have survived into another round. I want to get rid of this Kazu armor. I should have at least recolored it. Oh well. We're pink for now. It's not a shade of pink I care for. Hey, look, it's a Peko. So, Peko are tech types, but they also like to use their songs a lot. Well, it took more damage than it healed. And now it's falling over. Dead, in fact. Here I was thinking it was just going to fall over, like, for a knockdown, but no. It just had to be dead. Could have gotten a sparkly if it wasn't dead. Oh, well. Let's see what we can get. Doesn't smell of anything, so we don't want it. Again, doesn't smell of anything, so we don't want it. Again. Oh. And we got another Apsaros. I wish you could at least put down the egg that you've got for one that you already grabbed, but that would make it too easy. There would be no real decision to make other than pick absolute best egg out of any given set. Whereas this way, there's the, do I want to keep pressing? Do I really want to get rid of what I already got in hopes that we can get better? Hello, yellow ore vein. I believe that's our first medium talisman. So there's plenty more nests, though I think I'm going to leave them alone unless they happen to be rare nests, though I am going to fight this Gendrome. And I'm actually going to... I should have used tech. I got my triangle backwards for a moment there. I'm going to paint this thing. Because I want to replace my Velocidrome. And Gendrome is, in my opinion, slightly better than Velocidrome. Primarily because it's basically a Velocidrome, but with paralysis. Like, stat-wise, they're nearly identical. Hooray! Yeah, I want to make Rathian armor and a Rathian weapon, because both are very, very good for different reasons. So hopefully we'll be able to find more Rathians before too long. I definitely want to fight a bunch of them, because we're going to need their parts. Like, lots of their parts. Because regular Rathian parts also end up getting used in upgrading gold Rathian stuff later on. Though I believe it's high-rank regular Rathian parts that get used for that. Could be wrong. Could be right. Could be anything, really. Anything neat here? Nah, it's probably just binoculars. And I don't really use binoculars. Alright, so we don't have to fight the Gendrome again. We just need one of its eggs. Hopefully a good one. Smelly for sure, but light. Smelly for sure, but light. Smelly for sure, but quite light. Yeah. This, I believe, is the better of what we've gotten so far. Because I believe they actually use the British sense of the word quite rather than the American sense. Where the American sense of it has it boosting the level of whatever it modifies, the British sense actually limits the level. It's interesting how they're opposite like that. I believe there's a set of vines we can climb. Yeah, down there. That's one of the poogs you can't fly to. And so, we shall climb. It's a good thing we can keep our spider from eating these poogs. Our spider and our everything else. Okay, so I suppose we're getting to the point where we're about to fight our Royal Ludroth. May as well. We'll even approach from behind, not that it's going to let us do anything. You're roaring in the wrong direction there, buddy. I should have gone with Rathy. I had nothing to lose. This does no damage, that's right. So let's hop up on here. It's going to use a technical attack. Or not, apparently. It's using water jet. So now it's using tech. And now it's having a bad time. Easy peasy. Yeah, I believe you need to reevaluate your opinion of yourself there, Naviru. You didn't really do all that much. Also, I need health. But I'll just use herbs. I need to do some combining at some point in the future, but I'll make sure to do it off camera. Gonna fight some of these guys just to get them in the Monsterpedia. Or just one of them. That's even better. So, if we did get a Diablos, I'll probably be replacing Rathy. Because she is our powerhouse right now, but Diablos can actually fit that bill a little bit better. They don't have quite the bulk, I don't think, but they certainly have higher damage output. And it's not like they're fragile. They're not glass cannons like Tigrex. Oh boy, a barrel. That was totally worth jumping down here for. This, on the other hand, could be more worthwhile. Let's go ahead and pop in here, see what we can get. That Alteroth looks like it should be drowning. Also, this wasn't even the right way. But we want there to be monsters at this nest. So we're going to gather everything. Everything. All right, what do we get? Do not want an Apsaros. Smelly for sure. It's just a bird wyvern, but I'll take it. We'll avoid the Apsaros if we can, but it looks like we can't. It's too fast. And so much for the Apsaros. So that was probably either a Gypsaros or a Gendrome. Could be either or, really. But my money's on Gypsaros. A couple more nests, but they're not rare, so I won't worry too much about going into them right now. I can farm up eggs off camera. Plenty easy enough. But I will tell you what I will do. What do we get? Ooh! That is exactly the thing that I wanted. So, let's go ahead and... Actually, we'll use Pecco here. Though we don't want it to roar. Fiery Swipe? Fiery Swipe. And once she starts getting a little weak, we'll go ahead and paintball her so that we can get us a Rathian egg. Not that we exactly need one, but can be useful for... Actually, can be very useful for channeling. Because their poison sweep tail thing is really good, and it's a great thing to just put into a slot. Okay. Let's go ahead and... No, we'll not swap Monsties. That's not what I was going to do. It was paint. We're going to paint her. Bloop. Alright. So, we've not got a long time to bring her down, but we can do it. Especially with this going on. I like how, since I gave the Pecco an electric breath attack, it can do that. All right. Bringing her down for sure within the time limit. Excellent. And as an added bonus, if we do enough gathering inside her den, we can fight her again for even more parts. And that is precisely the thing we want to have happen. And since we leveled up, we don't have to do any healing. But I am going to swap over to Rathy. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Why can't I just grab that egg, huh? Gonna grab the honey. The honey, I said. And why not? Bones, too. And then, hopefully we'll get to fight this Rathian again for even more parts. Because I need Rathian parts. Pretty badly. So we are going to wake her up as best we can. it might not be possible. And unfortunately, there's no way to wake them up other than just gathering in their area. Like, you can't enter combat by touching them. And that's just so that you're able to gather eggs out from under them. But, like, even if I still had Kezu in my party and I roared next to it like 50 times, that still wouldn't wake her up either. Smelly for sure, but quite light. Smelly for sure, quite light. Okay, she's awake. That's what we want. So, lady, please fight us. Thank you. I'm getting lucky not getting poisoned by all the poison spikes that I've taken so far. Ooh. She went power. That's not good. But it's okay. We've still got 2 more hearts, so really it doesn't matter. Especially because we're already on our way back to Gildegarin anyway. Pap. Ooh, she's faster. Or at least it's a speed tie. I love getting free kinship back right after using my kinship move. It's so nice. Not many parts, but it was the second time we'd fought her. I'm going to keep going for more eggs, though. Smelly for sure, quite light. Same as everything we've gotten so far. I'm feeling like that's the only thing we can get. Yep, they were all smelly for sure, but quite light. And they were also all Rathians. This game is a little weird in how it distributes certain species. Because, like, Black Diablos is a female Diablos in heat. And yet they can hatch straight out of the egg like that. And if you send a Black Diablos back to her den, it will always give Black Diablos eggs. And Rathalos is the male of the Wrath species, while Rathian is the female. But a Rathian den will always have Rathian eggs, and a Rathalos den will always have Rathalos eggs. It's just a little odd when you think about it in terms of series lore. From a gameplay perspective, yeah, it makes sense. It's just from a lore perspective, it doesn't. But I guess, thankfully for Capcom, a lot of people playing this will be people who aren't familiar with the main Monster Hunter series. And they won't be able to call them out on it. So let's see this Apsaros. Two genes. Might be useful to pass them down. We'll see. Ooh, 3 genes. I'm opening the eggs from least exciting to most exciting. Just for the record. At least in terms of egg design. There's our new little drone buddy. Ooh, look at that. He's got a speed bingo right out the egg. That's a good little fella. So, Gendrome or Gypsaros? Gypsaros. My guess was right. And then the Rathian. What do you know? It was a Rathian. Finally, Diablos or Tigrex? Or it's going to be Diablos. Tigrex is from the Darge. Yay, Diablos! Which means we are getting rid of Rathy. So here's what we are going to do. We're going to manage Monsties, and we're going to change our party. Because we've got 2 changes to make. Velocidrome has served us well, but it's time for a newer, shinier drome. Like, seriously, it's level 1 instead of level 22, and its HP is more than half of what Velocidrome has. That's kind of sad for Velocidrome. Yeah, we've got Gendrome now. Not that we're really going to be using it much. It's mostly just going to be there for jump. Once we get a Zinogre, that's when things change. Oh, we can't use Diablos yet. Okay, that's right. It's going to be just a little while longer before we can use that. Oh well. I wanted to use it, but it's too early. I'm so sad. I'll live. Yeah, we don't really have anything else worth using, do we? I do like that our spider is basically caught up. Yay, we've hatched all the herbivores. We don't really have cash, do we? Well, we've got some. And that means... Well, actually, hang on. Hang on. Didn't we have some quests that we might be able to turn in? Nope. No, we did not. Didn't we, though? No, we did not. Oh, well. Let's see if we can make any Rathian gear. Because I do want it. I want it pretty bad. Okay, Rathian armor would actually be good. We would need to upgrade it, but Den Protector, that's what we want. Because Den Protector increases the chances that wild monsters will flee when defeated, and thus let you get their eggs. Yeah, it's good stuff. We want it. But I think before we go for that, going for the Rathian weapon set might be good too, because that sword and shield, noxious poison, do want. So very want. So we're going to go ahead and make it. Yeah, we've got enough Rathian plates to throw around. Of course, now we're broke. And we certainly don't have enough to upgrade it. Enough money, that is. We've got exactly enough poison sacks. And more than enough Rathian parts because those plates. Yeah. We'll have to save that for later. But oh boy, do I want to do it. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Join us next time when we go talk to the guild people about that Royal Ludroth we killed. See you then, friends.